Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Yes, we're already in full electionary period, and as this good book will say, I do not do anything except I reveal it to my good servant. And that brings us to the prophecies and prophets in our time as they begin to lay informations that are quite critical and crucial to our electionary period. One of such is the fact that if you've ever heard about this issue of biafra agitation, Oduduwa Republic, Arewa agitation, Niger Delta agitation, you will agree with me that it didn't start today, but it looks like prophecies have preceded before now, and another one is out, despite the fact that we're on an electionary period, and they seem to be very strong, but they gave a date to which these nations will emerge out of Nigeria, even though we're already in electionary period. And of course, they also gave the fate of Nigeria and the fate of Obi Dati in this election, and how the e-health of Bola Tinubu will affect his emergence as the country's presidential candidate. And to make matters interesting, Sheyi Makinde may be in troubled waters ahead of his second-term bid for Oyo State governorship election. And our very own General W.F. Kumuyi, according to prophecy, may be going home. But in a moment, we're going to find out why, how, and the warnings that were sent. But before we do all this news, wrap them all into one, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the right subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's hit the ground running. Well, according to the news, Prophet Olujobi has revealed that Kumuyi may be going home soon to join his creator, while Tinubu's health is really critical. Report has it that the general overseer of the septuagenarian preacher, Prophet Bisi Olujobi of Wisdom Church of Christ International, Lagos, revealed these in his October prophecies. According to Olujobi, Pastor W.F. Kumuyi may be going home soon to meet his creator, but before then, Olujobi said that God asked him to tell Kumuyi to seek forgiveness and amend his ways, as he has destroyed many destinies and manipulated many glories with his formulated doctrines. He said, and I quote him, "Many destinies and glory have been buried because of the doctrine formulated by W.F. Kumuyi of Deeper Life Bible Church for the past 40 years. Many today that are supposed to be leaders are feeding on crumbs because of the way he manipulated many Christians, and God is not happy with him." The prophet disclosed while speaking on the coming 2023 election that the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, is critically ill. Tinubu is critically ill and needs divine intervention to overcome this. His illness automatically will plunge a dagger on his aspiration to become the president. Obi will capitalize on his fragile health, except he prays very well, the prophet disclosed. Olujobi stressed that Governor Makinde of Oyo State should be ready for the murder of all betrayal, as people will work against his second term. He revealed in Oyo State that Makinde should be ready for the murder of betrayal. Many in and outside his camp will work against his second-term bid, and those he thought are political power brokers will fail him. Senator Teslim Folarin of APC will capitalize on this to coast home victory, except he prays very well. On Lagos State, he said Lagos State under Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu should brace up for a massive revolution and gang up. Many properties, including lives, will be affected as a result of this, although the governor will win the second-term bid, as God has sold the state to APC. Speaking about Nigeria, Oluboji stated, "As God liveth, the country Nigeria is in its final stage. In the next 8 years, 4 nations will emerge from the country of Nigeria, and nothing shall be called Nigeria again," the prophet concluded. Now, what caught my attention? We have like 3-4 things that caught my attention. Let's start from the bottom. He started from places I could still remember that Pastor Iginla And Apostle Johnson Suleiman, so many years ago, some 3, 4, 5 years ago, made similar prophecy where they said that in 2032, that Nigeria will break up, and they did mention that Biafra will be achieved, and there will be similar other countries that will break out of Nigeria. And I could also still remember that there was this woman, if you've ever at any point in time listened to the broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was still out of detention, when he was still abroad, where he invited a prophetess who opened up and told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his followers that, look, she's a prophet of God and she knows how God speaks, and she will not garnish the prophecies and instruction given to her by God, that there will be 4 regions that will come, 4 nations that will come out of Nigeria from 4 regions, and that will be south, southeast, southwest, and south, southeast, southwest. Then the north will be Arewa. And she gave them their names. She gave them Arewa, Oduduwa Republic, Biafra Nation, and Niger Delta Republic. She was very specific. And now this was some 4 years, 4 years ago, she made this statement. Sorry for want of time, I may not be able to retrieve that video. Okay, it was actually in the feed of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's old broadcast. Then Pastor Gila made mention of that matter also as well. Same thing with Apostle Johnson Suleiman so many years ago. Now this prophet is mentioning it, but this time around he said 8 years from now. Now if you add 8 years to this time, we are already in 2022. 8 years from now is 2030. And the likes of Demingila mentioned 2032. Which means there's some similarity to it. Now that's for one. Then the second one is the fact that he made mention of the person of Bola Tinubu, but that if he doesn't look into his health, that could be like a dagger to his health. Everybody knows right now that Bola Tinubu is probably having what we call old man's sickness. It's normal at his age to keep having one issue or the other with health, because at his age he should be resting and not getting stressed up by the national issues of the country. This issue of campaigning will take its toll normally, even in the life of a young man. How much more one who is urgent and they're packaging as a city boy in the name of campaign, in the name of trying to make sure that he's a Milokon gets in on the set, and it's not really being fair on his health. But even at that, the prophet is of the opinion that he should pray so that he will overcome it, or else that Peter will be that he would capitalize on it. Do they really need capitalization? These guys are young guys, they're young dudes, and they have what it takes to take the nation to the next level. But let's see how it plays out, because eventually our vote on the ballot will do the trick, will be the outcome, take the result of the day, prophecy or not. Then the last one, of course, we already know that the politics being played within PDP. It's only a matter of time. I always know that Seyi Makinde will have to have a lot to contend with, having been the fact that he openly declared not supporting, whether you like it or not, have his reasons for not supporting Atiku over the IU saga. So it's only normal also that they want to do the same to him, because he have a second term bid also to protect. It's normal also looking at political dynamics of the country. But what caught my attention majorly is the calling out of WF Kumuyi. I honestly pray, he's one of my favorites, he's a general in this country when it comes to Christianity, and I pray honestly that God keep him, God restores him. He's an old man, yes. I still would desire that our generals still remember, because we still have 1 or 2 things to learn from them. I guess that's going to wrap it up. You've seen the series of prophecies being made. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on all this? Do have a